spring is in the air, and now we're going into the birds chirping, we're going into warmer weather. So there's lots to be excited about this month. For some of you, though, this time of the year might reflect a time where we get symptoms commonly known as tax filer's remorse. So whatever you do, make 2019 different. Don't get tax filer's remorse. So we're going to hear some tips from our team, the timely tips, for those of you who haven't heard some of our tips before. And we're going to try to help you to not get tax filer's remorse. We're going to talk to our admin person, Nydia, known in our office as the Busy Bee. We're going to talk to Nancy, known commonly in our office as the client advocate, client relationship manager. And last but not least, you all know her as Sharon, but she's commonly referred to in our office as the office mom. So stay tuned for some timely tips from the team. So Nydia, our Busy Bee, what are you finding when it comes to tax filer's regret? Because, you know, it is spring. We have these beautiful flowers symbolizing birthing of spring. But people don't always love this time of the year because taxes are a real issue. And how do our clients keep on top of their taxes? What are some suggestions that you can offer them?
So one of my suggestions is that clients really have to become organized when it comes to their taxes. They should be taking an envelope, for example, for each month and just writing the month on it and maybe using some software like a scanner to scan in their receipts, maybe on a weekly basis, and then taking those receipts and putting it in the envelope that represents that month that the receipt was generated in. And then they can also use a program like QuickBooks that they could import the tax slips into the QuickBooks, and then QuickBooks can generate reports for their accountants and make their tax lives easier.
Well, that sounds really awesome. So basically, every self-employed person, or not, maybe right. If you're just somebody who's trying to keep on top of your expenses, should own a scanner.
That's right.
And scanning is a really great way to stay on top. And you're saying there's software as well that they can use to actually read the receipts and make reports for them.
That's right.
So I think that's an amazing tip. So thank you so much, Busy Bee, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you.
So I'd like to introduce you to another very esteemed member of our team, known in our ranks as the client advocate, manages all of our clients' relationships, and we're just so excited to actually have you aboard.
Thank you.
And we wanted to know, this is a crazy time of the year for people. We have spring happening in the air, these beautiful flowers, a symbol of spring. You know, the weather's getting better. However, this time of the year is still a time where people are a little bit anxious about their taxes and filing their taxes and all that comes with that. So what kind of tip do you have for people who are trying to decide, am I going to get a refund? They don't know because they didn't plan. Am I going to have to pay? What can you suggest to help them?
Jackie, you know what I wanted to talk to clients about today, and the timely tax tip, is supercharging your RSP. It's really important that clients take their tax refund, if they get one, in April or May, and not spend it. They've got to. We're encouraging clients to put it right into their RSP. Mathematically, the difference is just enormous. I mean, it's the long-term value to recontributing that tax refund. And I'll give you an example. On a $5,000 contribution, if you're in the 30% tax bracket, you'll get about a $1,500 refund. And if you recontribute that refund for the next 10 years at a realistic rate of return of only 5%, you'll have an extra $23,400 in your RSP. So there's a lot of value to contributing that refund as soon as you get it.
And sooner than later, right?
Yes.
Awesome, because often if we have that money burning a hole in our pocket, we'll find a reason to spend it.
The power of compounding over the long run and contributing early is there's a lot of value to that.
Well, thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome.
Wonderful tax tip. Say that 3 times fast. Timely tax tip. Thank you again. This is a great information.
Thanks, Jackie.
So, Sharon, affectionately called the office mom. So what can you tell us? What are you seeing when you talk to clients who are starting to enter our practice and they're dealing with that tax filers regret?
So what I'm finding is a lot of people have reached the last minute, and what's going on is all these receipts are everywhere. They don't know where anything is, and they're thinking, why did I not get an accountant or a bookkeeper to help me with this? So it's kind of like the old analogy of you get the gym membership, you never go, or if you get a personal trainer, you're committed to going and getting the job done. So the investment's there, and the payoff is really good at the end of the day.
Agreed. I mean, if you think you've spent $75 for the average person to do their taxes, if that tax preparer can save them hundreds or even thousands, is it worth the investment? Because then you have to think of it as getting someone to look at your taxes and investing the time to find you a bigger refund. Because that's money in your pocket.
And also, the other thing is you have a bookkeeper who gets to know you, gets to know your business or your spending habits. They can give you ideas the next year. So you're sort of planning ahead of the game and doing your budget.
So prevention is better than cure.
There you go.
Thank you very much for the timely tax tip.
All right.
So folks, if you found any of this information useful, please share. Please connect with us. Please comment. We'd love your feedback, again, for future tips from the team. We look forward to seeing you next month. And hopefully the weather will just continue to get better. Talk soon.